Hello, it's Brent Schroeder with Leverage and Lean, and today is Monday, which means it's Macro Monday, and I can't think of a better way to start out your week than being more efficient and effective on your computer. And the best way to do that is use our latest macro. What kind of macro we're dropping this morning? Let me show you. Alright, this is the macro we're dropping this morning. This is an Outlook macro, hello context. Starting out an email with a hello can look so much more personal with some VBA code. The hello context Outlook macro automates the entry of hello, followed by the first name of the recipient you're emailing. This Outlook macro uses the recipient's email address to loop through existing contact records in Outlook for a matching email address. If a match is found, that contact record's first name field value is pulled into the beginning of the email. This macro is awesome. It's powerful. Anyone you're responding to, as long as there is a contact record created for them, that first name field is going to be pulled in to that email. And this macro can be fired from a custom button or triggered automatically when replying to an email. And I'll show you exactly how to do that. If you've yet to see this macro in action, check out our See It in Action video here. And here is the best part of this macro page, the code itself. Before I jump into the code, I do want to point out the first time using VBA section here. If you've yet to activate the developer tab, update your macro security, and set up references for Leverage and Lean macros, here is where you need to do that. And let me show you how easy you can do that just by navigating to Outlook, and then head up to Customize Quick Access Toolbar, drop down two more commands, and then within this Outlook Options pop-up, head over to Customize Ribbon, and then over in the Main tab section here, if you scroll down, you'll see the Developer tab is uncheckmarked. Go ahead and checkmark that and click OK. You'll now see the Developer tab is enabled. You can go ahead and head over to the Developer tab, select Macro Security, and then you'll notice that all macros are disabled without notification. Go ahead and enable all of them, even though this is not recommended because potentially dangerous code could run. We're not blindly running VBA code. We're walking through every line. You'll see exactly what this code is going to do in this video. Go ahead and click OK. The next thing you need to do is head over to Visual Basic, and then within Visual Basic, head over to Tools and select References. And you can see within the references pop-up, these are all of the references you need to have selected for this macro to work. Go ahead and click OK. And then what we're going to do is create a new module to paste in this VBA code. You're going to head over to this black arrow, drop down and select module. We now have module 1, and this is where we'll paste the code in. So navigate back over to the macro page, and the best way to select all of this code is just simply double click between the code lines and the physical code itself. This will allow you to select all of the code, and then you can simply do Control C and navigate back over to Visual Basic and paste that into module 1. Alright, let me take a quick moment and walk you through this code in each segment so you know exactly what it's doing. The first thing this code is going to do, it's going to look to the current email that you have selected, and then it's going to loop through the existing recipients in that email. Say you reply or reply all to an email. There could be multiple emails this macro is trying to handle, but really what it's looking for is the first recipient email address in the to field. So I'm just looping through the recipients collection and finding the type to, and then ensuring that that first recipient address in the to field is collected. It's then going to move on, and we're going to start to look through and identify the contacts folder, and then we're really just looking for the first name value and the first email address value in the contact records. And then looping through all the contact records in Outlook, we're going to look for a match. We're looking for a match from the recipient's email address you have in the open email, and then a contact email address in a contact record. If a match is found, I'm collecting that first name value. Then I'm determining here what text I want to enter into the open email. It may just be hello, and if it just enters in hello, I have not found a contact record with the matching email address, so no first name value is pulled in. But if a match is found, then we're going to pull in that first name field and automate that for you. And then simply just enter in that text into the open email. And that's it. So let me show you what I like to do with my macros. I like to create a custom button to call them. And for this macro, I like to create it in an open email in between the clipboard group and basic text groups here. So you can navigate back up to customize quick access toolbar, head over to more commands, and then within the Outlook options, head over to customize ribbon. And then what we're going to do is create a new custom group in between the clipboard and basic text group. You can just select new group. And then what I like to do with that new group is just blank out the name. You can enter in a name if you would like. And then from the popular commands dropdown, head over to macros. And here's where you'll see the hello contacts macro we just pasted into module 1. I then like to rename this, clean this up, remove project 1 and make a space. Much better. And then what you can also do is select an icon for this macro. I like to select the magnifying glass, just kind of indicating we're looking through contact records. You can select any icon that you want. Go ahead and click OK and OK. So you'll now see we have a custom button to run the hello contacts macro. And if I go ahead and just click this, you'll see that the text hello appears at the beginning of this email. And again, that's because I have yet to create a contact record for this email address. And an easy way to do that is you can simply right click this email, head over to add Outlook contacts, and you're going to get a contact card that appears. And the most important part of this contact card is the name field. I'll remove the email address, and when I attempt to save this, I get an opportunity to double check what is populated in the first and last name field. And I really care about the first name field. If this is correct, you can go ahead and click OK and then save this contact. Now if I run this macro again, instead of just getting the text hello, I'm also going to get the first name value. Now I mentioned before, instead of just using a custom button to run this macro, you can actually call this macro directly from Outlook's reply and reply all buttons. And that just takes some additional VBA code. Let me show you. I have this out on the macro page. If you just navigate down to the customize section, traditionally I call out code lines where you can actually customize certain segments of this code to better meet your personal needs. But instead, I just have this additional code that allows you to reference the reply and reply all buttons directly within Outlook, and you can actually embed macros within them to call when needed. So again, double click between the code lines and the physical code itself to copy all of this code, and then navigate back into Visual Basic, and instead of pasting this in module 1, we're actually going to paste this in this Outlook session. Alright, so let me walk you through this code that we just pasted into Visual Basic in this Outlook session. At the application startup, so when Outlook opens, we're identifying the Explorer. And just a quick call out, you can actually call macros when Outlook opens. We're not doing this for this video, but I just want to throw out that tip. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look to see what changes are being made with the selection. You're going to be navigating through inboxes and selecting different emails, and this is going to follow you along your way. And then the final segments of this code, the reply and reply all buttons within them, you can go ahead and call macros once these buttons are selected. And let me show you what that would look like to call the hello contacts macro. And there you go, really easy. We're removing the comment of call, we're entering the macro name hello contacts, and we're placing it right here in the code. Alright, so the next time you reply to an email with a recipient that has a contact created, you can see the first name field pull in automatically. And there you go. That's a quick way to automate the beginning of an email and personalize it to pull in the recipient's first name. Now, I did show you can right click an email to create a contact record in Outlook, but you can also create contact records in multiple different ways. You can navigate over to the contact section in Outlook. You can actually just create a contact record from scratch. You can head over and select the new contact button, and then fill in all the appropriate values. The two values I care the most about are the first name value and the email address listed in the primary email field here. If you've seen this macro and think, I have so many contact records I want to get in Outlook, so I can start pulling in the first name value to the emails I'm replying to, there are import options available, so keep an eye out for that. All right, well, that's all I have for this new Outlook macro, Hello Context. I absolutely want to know what you think of this one. I believe this macro is so powerful. I use it all the time, pulling in the first name values of existing contacts in Outlook to start out my emails. It helps me really automate that process and deliver better customer service, more personalized touch to my emails. I absolutely want to know what you think of this one. Thank you so much for watching. Stay awesome. Thank you so much for taking time to view this video. I really do appreciate it. If you want to start using the macro you've seen in the video, I have a link in the description. If you could do me another big favor, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Stay updated on any new videos that I'm posting. Like us, follow us on all of our other social media channels, and as always, stay awesome.